Hello everyone, this is a video I have been wanting to make for an extremely long time. This is the best way to start Fallout 3. I've played this game so many times over the years, and I still see people posting on Fallout forums asking what's the best way to start this game because they want to jump in, and this is for those people. Alright, we're going to jump right in. It's going to be really fast paced, okay, because there's a lot of stuff that I'm going to be covering here. So, let's jump in. Now, first of all, we're going to talk about the special skills. I find this to be the best because strength, charisma, and intelligence are basically the most important skills, but don't ever make anything 10 because bobbleheads increase it by 1.
Good morning.
Now,
Stopped in to
the
see
first
the old
real
man
thing
before class.
after, being a kid than being 10 or whatever that you can do is win this speech challenge because I have a high charisma, and this actually gives you good karma leaving the vault, which makes the sheriff like you as soon as you get there.
Later. Come on,
and then we're going to
this
touch
little
on
bitch isn't worth our time.
picking your 3 skills.
Well, you made it.
Always, 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 guys, science, lockpick, repair at the beginning of the game. Nothing will serve you better than to get lockpick or science to 100 immediately, because that way you can get anywhere. Now, moving on, no hand holding. I want to touch on a couple things before we leave the vault. You want to grab all this here. Basically grab every single thing you can get from guards, like kill them all and take them all. You want to hotkey your stuff, like stim packs especially, so that you don't actually, you can just tap it and it's instant. And then use your baseball bat the whole time you're in here because these guys are wusses and it would be a waste of ammo. You can take the rad roach meat too if you like. Everything is worth something in the wastes.
You gotta help
Now,
me.
Butch will run up to you. You can either help his mom for good karma, or you can let her die and kill him for bad karma and get his outfit either way.
I know it isn't much, but I want you to have my tongue.
Alright, now moving on. The next thing you want to grab is on the next level, and it is in your dad's science lab. And that is the Bobblehead. You only have 2 opportunities to get this Bobblehead in the whole game. Now and when you come back later. So,
We're getting
moving
out of
on,
here just like the
there's
doctor.
2 more guards
I'm not
here.
gonna let anyone stop it. It's me, Tom Holden.
The nostalgia. Why me? Because you ran at 2 guys with guns. Kill them, take their stuff, move upstairs. There's another guy, kill him, take his stuff. And then I want to touch on something here that affects the game later if you do choose to come back to this vault. You can sneak past her and her dad. And she will like you, or you can just bust on in there and kill them, and she'll hate you. And then you want to sneak back into the overseer's room, find his stuff, come to his office, search this locker. This is the biggest stash in the vault. Hit that computer, come downstairs. There's going to be 3 more guards to kill and loot. La la la. And then basically this is where the game starts. Right here, one of the most nostalgic moments in gaming history for me. Leaving the Fallout vault. What a sight to see. Now, immediately get your explosives to 25 so you can complete the megaton quest and then drill it all into lockpick or science, guys. One of the 2. I can't stress that enough. Now, at the beginning, always Swift Learner or Intense Training. For your first few levels even. I recommend having all the DLCs, and the most helpful part of this entire video is at the end, and it is the Operation Anchorage DLC. So if you have that, you can skip ahead and do that if you like, and that is the best and most helpful tip. But I put it at the end because not everybody has the DLCs. Now also, there are wandering traders. They are in front of all the main towns, which I will be touching on.
Searching
You do not
for
want
a
to kill
friend
them
out in
because
the
they do not
wastes.
respawn. And then turn left to this house right here. And anytime you come across speech challenges, guys, save, save, save.
Who the hell are you?
Nothing will serve you better.
I'm tired of hiding
then
out
you
here
talk
like
to
some
this
kind
girl.
of wasteland dog.
And you get
Please
400
leave me
camps
alone, man.
right at the beginning, right there. That's a lot of money in Fallout 3. Now, you want to just head right to Megaton after this. Pretty much a given, always. Right here. Another extremely nostalgic moment. Had to put this in the video.
Head on in, partner. Y'all.
Another newcomer.
Now you're going to be greeted by Lucas
Name's
Sims.
Lucas Sims,
And this is
town
where you get the
sheriff.
quest to disarm the bomb and
That's
save.
pretty steep.
And always win the
Do it
speech
and you'll get your
challenges.
money.
And then you can
Don't
get
screw up,
500
though.
caps. And that's already
We'll
900
all
caps
be
right at the
ready.
beginning of the game. Turn right immediately to his house. If you disarm the bomb, I believe his house is unlocked, or you can lockpick it. Come upstairs, get the strength Bobblehead, and now your strength is already at 10. You can carry 250 pounds, which is essential at the beginning of the game. Now you want to come up to the very top of Megaton to the waste and water treatment plant. Talk to this old bat, and he's going to ask you to repair a couple of leaking pipes around the town.
What is it?
Super simple for 200
Well,
caps.
it's no secret
And
that
that
the
puts
old
you at
water
1100
treatment plant
caps
is on
already,
its last
right at the
leg.
beginning of the game. I'm just going to speed through where they are. And then come back and talk to him, 200 caps, and
yeah.
he will also
Well, I'll be.
buy scrap
the
metal
pressure's
for
up
you
in
for
the
10
plant.
caps a piece, and it's usually worth 1 cap a piece, and it's everywhere. So
I
something to
beg
keep
of
in
you
mind. Now
to
we're going
use
to
me
touch
as your
on
vessel.
the Megaton quest.
The fragile
Disarming it,
form of-
come and talk to Lucas
I'll
Sims.
be
and he'll
damned.
give you the money
You
and
did
a key
it,
to your
didn't
new
you?
home.
You disarmed
might
that
be able
thing.
to
Spruce the
Alright.
place up with.
Power of the item complete. Level up. Lockpicker science, guys. Lockpicker science. And then you come to your place here. And this is what it looks like completely unupgraded. And your robot can also cut your hair.
I'm your new robo-butler.
Now, I just want to touch on the 2 vendors. There's the doctor down here, where you can buy stims and meds. And then there's Myra, which is up top. And you talk to her for the Wasteland Survival Guide quest. Tell her about the vault, and she will also give you an outfit, which I'll show in a second. And this is a money glitch, guys. This is how you get everything upgraded at the beginning of the game for your home. You buy everything she has, give her a bad pistol and a good pistol. Sell her both of them, buy the bad one, you'll get the good one. And this is a process that you just keep repeating. All you need to upgrade your stuff at the beginning of the game is 1800 caps. You can get 1100 through those things I just showed you. Probably another 300 through doing this the first time. Selling stuff to the doctor. But you need people who sell guns. This is the outfit she gives you, which is the best outfit you can get up to this point. And then you can also buy upgrades for your home from her. And this is the Megaton house fully upgraded with the science theme, which is my favorite theme. You can also get a Nuka-Cola machine, a jukebox, something to fix your limbs, take away your rads, another thing to create compounds, detoxify you. And this is the bigger home out of the 2-player homes you can get in this game. Now, we are going to touch on the bad side of this quest. You come to Moriarty's saloon. Go on inside and talk to
My,
Mr.
my.
Burke.
Just when I had all but given up hope. My dear boy, I'm very happy to make your
Past the
acquaintance.
fragile form
You can
of this
speech win him too
ephemeral
for
body.
the 500 caps on the same opposite side of the quest line, I guess you could say.
New life in the forge of your glow.
And then from here you want to go to Tenpenny Tower. And even if you aren't doing this bad side of the quest, guys, the next thing I would recommend you do always is go to Tenpenny Tower. Because it's a relatively safe walk. It's one of the 3 or 4 main trading hubs. And walking up to Tenpenny Tower, I just wanted to show you that you can have this random encounter where you can get this Mr. Gutsy on the left here, the green one. But you need to have neutral karma. As well as the Tenpenny Tower quest with Roy Phillips, which I'm skipping past here. This is just touching on the blowing up megaton side. No hand holding. You just walk in, go through the elevator, come up top,
yes, Mr.
talk
Burke
to
is
this guard.
expecting you.
Mr. Burke
He's waiting
and
for you.
Tenpenny are
Those charges rigged.
waiting to blow up megaton on the balcony.
Excellent.
And again, one of my favorite moments from gaming history. This was as good as it got in 2008. Back when I was 12 years old.
Mr. Burr, what a grand display of fireworks. I almost wish there
And
was
then
another
you will
nuke
get
we
the
could
Tenpenny
detonate.
Suite, which is right next to Tenpenny himself. And this is what it looks like. Fully naked. No upgrades. It is nicer than Megaton, but it's smaller. Less storage. Gotta have that storage, man, in the Fallout games. Along with the nice balcony. And then you just go downstairs and talk to Linda for the upgrades.
I see my boutique has proved.
And like I said, guys, do that glitch to all the vendors who sell guns, and then sell all their junk inventory to the ones who don't. You can very easily clear out everybody. And then this is what the Tenpenny Tower looks like fully upgraded with the science theme as well. While we're at Tenpenny Tower, we're going to talk about the Tenpenny Tower quest.
Hey,
And as well
is
as
that
Moira,
you?
if you blow up Megaton,
Oh,
she
my
doesn't
head's
actually
still
die,
ringing
she just
from that
becomes a ghoul,
explosion.
and you can finish the
what
quest.
happened?
So, you can either...
That damn
There's
Roy
a good
Phillips
and bad
won't take
side
no
to
for an
this
answer.
quest line as well. So, you gotta go
That's a
find Roy
laugh.
Phillips in the subways.
Roy Phillips can't be reasoned with. Trust me. But go ahead and try and talk some sense into him. It's your funeral.
Once you find him, you can either clear out
I already
Tenpenny
got
Tower
a
with
plan.
feral ghouls,
They
or
think I'm a
convince
monster.
Tenpenny to let
I'll
the
show
ghouls
them
live
the
with
real
them.
monsters. We'll unleash our feral brethren on them. All those bigoted sons of bitches will get torn apart. Trouble is getting past the damn sun.
Now, the bad version is you just come this way, walk around the back, hack a terminal, and let the feral ghouls rip everybody apart, basically. This is all to get the Ghoul Mask, because that is an amazing, unique item.
Great job, kid. Meet me around front. I have something for you to keep the ferals from gnawing on your head. Great job, kid. Here, take this mask. It'll keep you safe from the ferals.
And feral ghouls will no longer attack you while you wear this. This is really nice while you're adventuring through the subways, because if you're like me, when I was a kid, I was a complete pussy, and as soon as I heard those feral ghouls going, I was just terrified. I also would recommend against this side of the quest because you lose all the shop vendors, and that's no good. This is one of the best places to trade.
Huh? You take
Now
care
the
of those
good
ghouls?
side of the quest is you talk to this guy.
Hell no. Tenpenny won't
He'll
allow it.
basically tell you to talk to Tenpenny.
Why, I do believe you've lost your mind. Ghouls living here? Tell you what, if you can convince Mr. and Mrs. Wellington, Mr. Ling, Miss Montenegro, and Ms. Lancaster, those ghouls can live here.
And you can skulk
I'm
around
done
and
with the
find ways
wasteland.
to blackmail
And
them.
I've been everywhere
Or you
else.
can just save and win the speech challenges,
You
which is what
horrible
I
little
like to
zombie
do.
lover.
And although they are the shop vendors and they leave, they are eventually
You'll regret
replaced with ghoul shop vendors of the same.
This
So,
is outrageous, preposterous.
Damn it. This can't be happening.
and then you come back and talk to Tenpenny and he's all good. Doesn't even mind at all.
if my tenants want ghoul
Even though the
neighbors,
ghouls will
they can
inevitably
have them. It's a bit
replace
crass,
everybody in
but
the
here's
tower.
a little something for your troubles.
500 caps, again, right there. So that puts us at 1,600
Well, kid,
caps
what have
without
you
selling
accomplished?
anything yet.
I'll be damned. Really? Here's a little something for your troubles. It'll help you deal with our feral brethren if you meet any.
And then you get the Ghoul Mask. So, the good way, you
Give
get
'em
500 caps and the Ghoul Mask. The bad way, you just get the Ghoul Mask and lose Tenpenny Tower. So, it's a simple choice for me, but if you're going for an evil character and don't care, then have fun. Now, the next thing we want to talk about is Super Duper Mart, because it's super close, and it's by far the best stash, really close to Megaton. It also ties in with the Wasteland Survival Guide quest. You just talk to Moira, come back here, open this fridge, but there's also tons of ammo and a couple explosives around here on top of everything you can loot from the raiders, right? And then you come to the very back after you've killed everybody, and this is an amazing stash. You got a mini nuke, you got tons of ammo, some meds there, And this is one of the 3 main stashes of Nuka called a Quantum in the game, as well as you can pick that terminal and have that robot patrol this place for the next wave of raiders. Now we're going to talk about the Scrapyard because it's really close to Megaton, and Dogmeat is the best follower in the entire game. He's also the only follower who can't die, and can be replaced with a certain perk. Follow 3, followers could die unfortunately, and stay dead. Dogmeat sure doesn't need your help. Alright. Now we're going to touch on the big town quest because it's super close. And if you don't do this quest early on, people disappear slowly and slowly until there's no one left in the town. Basically, you come here, talk to a couple people, they'll tell you that supermutants are taking their people to the police headquarters. And it's relatively easy, you just need to be pretty well stocked, but if you've cleared out Megaton and Tenpenny Tower already, then this should be a breeze for you.
You're rescuing me?
Find this girl, come in the basement, there can be a fat man found, which you already have 1 round for, from Super Duper Mart.
Thanks.
Grab this wiener, this shorty wiener. Go back to Big Town.
I'm glad to be.
And it's really as simple as that. The quest ends here, but there's a little bit more that can be done. They ask you to help defend their town, which can be done in a couple ways. If you have enough repair, you can come to the back and repair these robots, or you can throw landmines all over the front, or you can just wait until the morning and help them deal with the super mutant waves.
We've got to stop them.
This is where all the kids come who grow up in that cave. This is where McCready came after he grew up from Fallout 4. Now we're going to talk about Fort Independence because it's really close to Megaton, and it's a good place to keep in mind early in the game because you can trade laser pistols, laser rifles, and technology for stim packs, and that gets you really far ahead. You can use ammo too, but I don't really care. And if you train enough, he'll let you in. If not, you can kill everybody. And there is a nice little cache down here. Minus the bodies if he gives you the key. Okay, now we're going to be touching on the best stash in the game, not considering DLC, and you don't need lockpick or science skill. Now it's a bit of a fight to get here and a certain fight inside, so make sure you're well ready. There's a lot of robots and hard stuff in here. I've just sped through the whole process because you don't need to see me killing all the robots, I'm just showing you the way to get there. But like I said, guys, if you clear out Megaton, clear out Tenpenny Tower, then it should be entirely simple for you to get to this point. You just need to save your game all the time. Can't stress that enough. It's not Skyrim 3 autosaves generous. This was Fallout 3, basically Lego blocks. But I still love it, man. This is one of my favorite games of all time. There's also lots of stuff that can be found before this stash, so make sure you look around. Tons of ammo cases everywhere. There's also a magazine right here. Now, moving on, you just have to pull this lever. And then go through that door. A couple more robots come out of there, nothing you can't handle. And here we go, guys. This is literally the best stash in the entire wasteland. I would know, I've been through them all multiple times. Get some combat armor. Tons of cool stuff. Minigun, rocket launcher, radiation suit, assault rifles, ammo, purified water, medicine, a Bobblehead. And just through that door is actually a fat man that shoots 8 mini nukes at once, but you need the codes for that. I didn't bother putting that in this video. And this is basically what you got up to this point. Ready to take on anything. Now, we're going to talk about this armory, which is close to where we were, but you do need 100 lockpick or science. If you have put everything into one or the other, you should be able to tackle this already, but if not, it's just something to keep in mind because it's another really good stash spot. And take a Rad-X because this is a missile silo full of radiation, and you put on a rad suit if you just got that suit I showed you. Should have no problem. Some stuff in there. And then guys, I recommend doing actually both of them, like once you hack the computer, pick the lock, or vice versa, because then you're doubling up on experience. I've always done that. And then here is another really good stash. Now before we get to the most time-consuming part of the game, which is the Anchorage DLC, I'm going to be showing you a lot of main locations which I like, all the main trading areas, and also a couple places to cover, just for pure fun. Rivet City, Tenpenny Tower, Megaton, Paradise Falls, and Underworld are all the main trading places in the game. And this is Rivet City, one of every vendor. As well as you can come to the other side of the ship, find the museum for the quest Stealing Independence, which is one of my favorite quests in the game. It takes you to the DC strip, which is my favorite location, which I'll be showing you. And then you can come into the science lab, find a Bobblehead, and also turn around here, talk to Dr. Zimmer, and get the quest, The Replicated Man, which is a precursor to Fallout 4's Institute. This is a man coming to reclaim a synth that escaped. Now we're going to talk about Canterbury Commons. Sorry, I forgot to mention that one actually. This is where all of the traveling traders come to. This is kind of like their base of operations, as well as you can get the quest's Superhuman Gambit, which is the precursor to the Automatron DLC in Fallout 4. That is the original Mechanist.
You and your pathetic tin cans are no match for my army.
And then, yeah, they're gonna basically screw off, talk to this boy.
Oh, that's terrific. I knew
then you
you'd
can
help
either
out.
side
Knew
with
it in my gut, and
the
it's never steered me wrong on a
Antagonizer
deal
or
yet.
the Mechanist. And then I'm just going to be showing you where all the traders come. This circle here is where they like to all hang out. If you wait a day, they will all just rotate.
Good to see you.
Now we're going to be touching on Paradise Falls, which is actually an evil location. So if you're a bad character, you have bad karma, you can get in here for free.
Hold it right there.
Or you can do a quest for him, or you can speech bribe him, which is expensive. It's 500 bucks, but it's what you gotta do if you're good like me.
With you.
And then there's a couple things in this location that we're gonna touch on here. On top of it being a place for vendors, you can buy a follower here if you are neutral or bad, or maybe even slightly good, but I'm too good to buy from him.
Hey.
And then there's a Bobblehead and a big stash in here. Right there, speech. Charisma is now 10, strength is now 10. Come back here. This is now 2 stashes of the 3 Nuka-Cola Quantum in the game. And then you come and talk to this guy, and you can buy that girl on the right.
What have I said about
as well as you can purchase some kids.
What have I said?
That gets you a lot of XP, and it helps you with a quest later on in the game. It's pretty pricey though, 1,200 caps.
I'm sorry, sir.
That's better.
Anyone seen 40? He wanted to
And this is her.
You like what
Clover.
you see? Talk to Mr. Eulogy.
She's $1,000.
For starters, I'm thinking 500 caps each for the little ones. I suppose I can accept that.
And then you just
Well,
buy
I
these
guess
guys,
that's it.
leave,
Thanks for getting
and
us
they
out of there,
will
Mungo.
instantly
I'll tell
thank you, as well as you get 1,080 XP, and that's some of the most you can get for completing a quest in
Maybe you
Fallout.
would
And if
fit
you
in
haven't
around
gotten
here.
this quest from this guy already, you
Eulogy's got a
can.
special
Keep in mind,
contract out
it's
on
an
a few
evil
VIPs.
quest. People will hate you for it, but some people, that's what they're going for.
Watch it. Hey.
Strictly business, where you slap slave collars on people. Now we're going to touch on my favorite location in the game before the Anchorage DLC, which is the armor I'm wearing now. And if you have the Anchorage DLC, I recommend you do that first before anything else. Alright. Now, we got the Museum of Technology. These are all unique locations. My favorite to clear in the whole game. We got the Lincoln Memorial, where a quest actually ties in. You can either help the slavers who are here capture slaves, or you can help slaves who escaped come here. And then this becomes a hub for escaped slaves. There is also the Museum of History. And this is the underworld location, which is the Ghoul City and another one of the biggest trading hubs. Then there's the National Archives, and that is for the quest you picked up in Rivet City. And then there is the Capitol building, which is my favorite of them all. There is nothing like walking up and seeing this site back when I was in grade 8. Watching these battles go on between the Talon Company, the Super Mutants, and the DC government robots. Ah, the view of the wasteland after you clear the whole strip. Come inside here, and this is one of my favorite little scripted battles of the game. Tons of loot in this building, guys. So much. And there's just so much fun to be had. Now, we are going to be getting to the most time-consuming part of this video, and this is the Anchorage DLC, alright? Again, no hand-holding, so you do Aiding the Outcasts quest. Come over here, come down to this bunker, pick that door, get Gary's body, fart around until you manage to get it so that when you sit in the chair, your head is inside his body. I cannot stress how important this is, guys. I've gotten this right every time I have ever tried, except for the first time I tried filming for this video because I was being impatient. So, don't be impatient like I was. Right? Now look at that. Head inside, everything is good to go. Okay guys, now I'm not going to hold your hand, as I've said so many times, so basically you go through that first intro, select which weapons pack you want, come over here, talk to him.
What did you need,
There's
soldier?
4 or 5 separate packs, alright? You
Everything
get
appears
one,
to be in order.
he'll give it to you, you drop it on the ground, go and get the other one.
Come back for a loadout check? Hell, you earned a lot of
Rinse
respect.
and
Requisitions
repeat.
be damned. If anyone asks,
And this is the speech
it's
challenge for the Gauss rifle. You absolutely want to get this, guys, because nothing from this DLC breaks down. This is all the best stuff in the game. And then, so this is the second package, the close combat package. And then there's the sniper package and the heavy package. Okay, now once you have all the packages, pick up all your stuff from the ground. And then head into the tent right behind you. Alright, and now you got all this stuff that'll never break down, that we're going to be bringing into the normal world, which you can't normally do without this glitch. Alright, now you just come here, click this ammo dispenser, drop the ammo, rinse and repeat until you're completely satisfied. I usually would do it until I had 20,000 assault rifle rounds, and basically that lasted me the whole game, like no competition. So I did it enough times here that you can see I'm pretty set for the game. 10,000 rounds was enough for me today. And then all you have to do, guys, is clear each side of the map, and then you run up to here. This is the end of the DLC. Like I said, you don't need me to show you every little thing. And the last thing I wanted to touch on is getting the General's sword, because that is the best sword in the game. And there's a version outside of the simulator that breaks, or you can get the unbreakable, invincible version from him. But what you need to do is save and shoot it out of his hand and grab it extremely fast, because man, if you don't, he will pick it up in 1 second. Just because you knock it out of his hands does not mean you get it. And then give him a taste of his own medicine. And there you have it, guys.
That'll do, soldier.
Now as you're exiting the DLC, this is key. Drill A. Drill, drill, drill. Da-da-da-da-da-da. And then you get into Gary's body, and then you keep all the stuff from the DLC, including the winter combat armor. Alright. Now, you come over here, and this is the best stash in the game, aside from the last stash that I showed you. Because this power armor doesn't break down. So, you get this, best power armor in the game right here, along with tons of stuff. Chinese armor that makes you invisible. The Gauss rifle and the General sword are also here, but they also are the versions that break down, unlike the ones you just pulled out of the simulator. And this gives you power armor training, guys, so you don't have to beat the entire quest line to wear power armor, which is also why I do it at the beginning of the game. So I really hope that you guys like this video. I hope that it helps some people, and I'm happy to be back, guys, and comment what you'd like to see in the future. I'll be around. I'm out. I'll catch you in the next one.